My name is Sternfeld. I'm from Chicago. I am an adaptive athlete. I do triathlons and archery, and I'm here learning how to dive with Diveheart. I did one dive in a pool, and then I did a dive in a quarry just south of Chicago. And I arrived here and immediately jumped in the ocean and did a dive off the shore. And then yesterday we went and did a dive off a boat. First ever ocean dive. I have MS. I was diagnosed my senior year in college. I can walk a little bit, but my legs don't really listen when I ask them to do things. So I discovered parasports. In 2020, I competed in my first full triathlon. And in that first ever race, I qualified for nationals. Nationals was my third ever triathlon, and I came in first. Last year, I was coming down to Cozumel, and at the airport in Chicago, I saw a bunch of folks with Diveheart t-shirts on, and this one woman, Tracy, in a wheelchair, and started talking to her and her daughter, and they were telling me they were coming down here to Diveheart, and here I am now, a year later, back in Cozumel with Diveheart and doing some diving. I'm very independent, so I don't tend to need help doing anything. People were there at every moment, not doing for me, but asking me what help I needed. There's people here that are learning to be instructors for people with disabilities, so they're learning about how we're all different, and so some of us need lifting, some of us don't, some of us leave our chairs on the shore, some of us take them with us. If I said I needed it, they were there. If I said I was fine, they were there watching, but letting me do what I can do, and letting me do as much as I can so that it's as much my experience and me challenging myself. I was thinking today as we were drifting along the side of a wall and it was white sand, and I thought this must be what it feels like to be on the moon. It was a very lunar surface, and some of the coral formations look like what I think lunar craters are. And here I am in this place where I'm not supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be able to be there breathing. And I'm floating along. It was surreal, out of this worldly experience. Any water holds us all the same. When you're out of the water, you can tell that I move in a wheelchair, you walk, someone else walks with a cane, but in the water, we all get held the same. We all have a tank on our back that's keeping us alive. We all have the same equipment on. The water is an incredible equalizer and provides those of us who have difficulty moving on land a sense of freedom to move our bodies the way everybody else is, and not looking different, not feeling different, not moving differently. If you're someone who feels like your life is being limited by your walking abilities, start using those adaptive aids, the adaptive equipment. Get yourself a wheelchair, get out there and live your best life. Seize the day and do everything you can. Keep moving. That's what life's about.